Hey there, fellow warriors against anxiety. In our fast-paced world, anxiety has become a common companion for many of us, often leaving us feeling overwhelmed and stressed. But what if I told you there's a simple yet powerful tool right at your disposal that can help you keep anxiety at bay? Yes, a breathing technique that can be your shield in this battle against anxiety. Breathing, you ask? Absolutely. Our breath, something so fundamental to our existence, can be harnessed as a powerful ally in managing and reducing anxiety. This technique taps into our body's natural relaxation response, providing immediate relief and long-term benefits when practiced regularly. It's a tool that's always available, requires no special equipment, and can be practiced anywhere, at any time. So, are you ready to conquer anxiety with this game-changing breathing technique? Let's dive in. First, let's understand what we're dealing with here. Anxiety is more than just a feeling of unease or worry. It's a common mental health issue that's characterized by excessive fear and worry about what may happen in the future. Now, everyone experiences anxiety from time to time. It's a normal part of life. But when feelings of anxiety become constant, overwhelming, and interfere with your daily life, relationships, and overall well-being, that's when it becomes a problem. Imagine walking on a tightrope, high above the ground, every single day. That's what living with chronic anxiety can feel like. The constant worry and fear can make even the simplest tasks seem daunting. It's like being in a state of perpetual fight or flight, even when there's no real danger. But here's the thing about anxiety. It's not just a mind thing, it's a body thing too. You see, when we feel anxious, our bodies respond as if we're under threat. This is where the autonomic nervous system comes into play. It's divided into two parts, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous systems. The sympathetic nervous system prepares us for action. It's what triggers the fight or flight response. The parasympathetic nervous system, on the other hand, is responsible for calming us down, promoting relaxation and restoring balance. When we're constantly anxious, the sympathetic nervous system is always on high alert, which can lead to a host of physical symptoms like rapid heart rate, shortness of breath, and a feeling of being on edge. Over time, this can take a toll on our health and well-being. That's why it's so important to have effective strategies to manage anxiety. And one of the most powerful tools we have at our disposal is something as simple as our breath. You see, by consciously controlling our breath, we can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, reduce stress hormones, and promote a sense of calm and relaxation. It's like hitting the reset button on our nervous system. Knowing what we're up against is the first step to conquering anxiety. Now let's introduce the hero of our story, the breathing technique. This isn't just any old breathing technique, but a powerful tool designed to manage anxiety and promote relaxation. Isn't it fascinating that something as simple as the way we breathe can have such a profound impact on our well-being? So what's the science behind it? When we breathe deeply, we activate the parasympathetic nervous system, often referred to as the rest and digest system. This system helps to slow our heart rate, lower our blood pressure, and calm our bodies. On the other hand, shallow and rapid breathing can stimulate the fight or flight response, leading to feelings of anxiety and panic. Deep breathing also helps to reduce the levels of stress hormones in our bodies, further promoting a state of calm. Now let's dive into the specific pattern of this breathing technique. It's called the 4-7-8 method. This involves inhaling deeply through your nose for a count of 4, holding your breath for a count of 7, and then exhaling slowly through your mouth for a count of 8. The key here is to ensure that your exhale is longer than your inhale, which aids in relaxation. Of course, this might feel a little unfamiliar at first, and that's perfectly okay. Like any new skill, it takes practice. Start by finding a comfortable place where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes if it helps you to focus. Remember, it's not about how quickly you can do it, but about taking the time to focus on each breath and allowing your body to relax. It's recommended to practice this technique at least twice a day, but feel free to use it as often as you need, especially during moments of heightened anxiety. With consistent practice, you'll likely find that it becomes more natural, and the calming effects will become more pronounced. Simple, right? But don't underestimate the power of this technique. It's like having a secret weapon in your pocket, ready to help you conquer anxiety whenever it decides to rear its head. Wondering how this technique can help you conquer anxiety? Let's explore. Now, the benefits of the breathing technique are not limited to the immediate relief it provides during high-stress moments. Sure, it's a fantastic tool to use when you're feeling overwhelmed, but its true power lies in its long-term effects. Regular practice of this technique can lead to improved emotional regulation. That means it helps you control your emotions better, so you're not always at the mercy of your anxiety. It's like giving yourself a superpower to stay calm and composed, even when things get tough. This technique also helps reduce physiological arousal. That's a fancy way of saying it calms your body down. When you're anxious, your heart rate can speed up, your palms can get sweaty, and you might feel a bit shaky. But with this breathing technique, you can bring your body back to a more relaxed state, making you feel more at ease. And there's more. Regular practice can increase your resilience to stress. We all face stress in our lives, but how we respond to it makes all the difference. This breathing technique can help you build a kind of mental armor, making you more resilient and better equipped to handle stress when it comes your way. But don't just take my word for it. Many individuals have experienced positive results from using this breathing technique to manage their anxiety. Like Jane, a single mother who found that practicing this technique daily helped her stay calm and focused, even during the most hectic days with her 3 young children. Or Mark, a college student who used the technique to conquer his test anxiety and improve his grades. These are just a couple of examples, but there are countless testimonials from people who have found relief from anxiety through this simple breathing technique. They've seen firsthand the transformative power it can have. So, whether you're looking for immediate relief in stressful situations or you want to build long-term resilience against anxiety, this breathing technique can be a game changer. As you can see, the benefits of this technique extend far beyond simple relaxation. Ready to try the technique? Here's a step-by-step guide. Let's start by finding a comfortable position, either seated or lying down. Close your eyes and try to clear your mind. Now take a deep breath in through your nose, counting to 4 slowly. Hold that breath for a count of 7, then exhale through the mouth for a count of 8. This makes up 1 breath cycle. Aim to complete this cycle 4 times without rushing or forcing the breath. Incorporating this technique into your daily routine can have a transformative effect. Try practicing first thing in the morning, during a midday break, or right before bed. Over time, you'll find that this breathing technique becomes a natural response to stress, helping you remain calm and centered. Remember, practice makes perfect. Don't be discouraged if it feels challenging at first. With consistent practice, you'll soon be on your way to conquering anxiety. So, how can you use this technique in real life? Let's see. Picture yourself in a crowded subway car during rush hour, or maybe you're about to step on stage for a big presentation. In these moments, stress levels can skyrocket. But this is where our breathing technique shines. By focusing on your breath, you can create a calming rhythm that soothes your racing heart and quiets your buzzing mind. Now let's venture into the realm of success stories. Meet Jane, a sales executive who used to dread client meetings due to her crippling anxiety. By incorporating our breathing technique into her daily routine, Jane found a new sense of calm. She's now not only acing her presentations, but also enjoying them. Or consider Tom, a college student who struggled with panic attacks. With the help of this technique, he managed to regain control over his anxiety, turning moments of panic into opportunities for relaxation. The power to conquer anxiety is in your hands, or rather your breath. So, there you have it. We've journeyed through understanding anxiety and its grip on us, to discovering this powerful breathing technique that can help us regain control. It's a tool that, when used regularly, can activate our body's relaxation response, reduce stress hormones, and ultimately help us conquer anxiety. If at any point you feel overwhelmed, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Remember, the journey towards overcoming anxiety is a marathon, not a sprint. Now it's your turn. Try this breathing technique and see how it transforms your life. Share your experiences, your victories, your struggles, and your journey in the comments below. Let's foster a community of growth and resilience together. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing. We have a wealth of content on mental health, mindfulness, and self-improvement waiting for you. Thank you for joining me today, and remember, every breath you take is a step towards conquering anxiety.